live on the Revengecraft server. I am in the middle of doing some fairly early Thaumcraft research. But you know what? It would be good to show at least one of these on camera. Just one. Now, just to kind of give a kind of overview, in case you're new to Thaumcraft, of what Thaumcraft research is now. Now, I've heard in the past that Thaumcraft research was a fairly terrifying thing that was very slow and very curmudgeon, very difficult. Now, as you can see, one of the ones I'm doing here is Research Mastery, Power is Knowledge. Forbidden Knowledge, mostly harmless. It means I'll pick up a little bit of permanent warp and a little temporary warp when I do this. Now, warp, if you don't know, is this horrible, horrible thing happens to your character as you gain more and more forbidden knowledge. Certain things will give you forbidden knowledge, certain things will give you warp, which there are mechanics involved in that later where you don't need a certain amount of warp to unlock certain research, or to get rid of certain research, or get rid of certain things. Now, it has a number of nasty side effects that are demonstrated far better by a number of other YouTubers, aka Direwolf, and a number of others who have delved much more deeply into Thaumcraft than I have, and have explained most of this much, much, much better in a much more accessible way. I just want to give the people my content just a chance to see some of what this is, what Thaumcraft research entails. Now, I'll be building a deconstruction table here soon to show another aspect of it, but it's going to be pretty intensive. Now, one of the things that you need is this, scribing tools. As you see, I've used the... Now, there's a recipe for this that you use, and it gives you the ability to write the research notes. Put these research notes on a table. Well, I'm going to assume that you can figure out how to make the table. Not that difficult. Plus, these days, you're pretty much gonna have NEI and all that. Just read the book, it shows you how to get it done. There, okay. Driving away. So, as you can see, in this mod pack, it's pretty expanded. There's a lot of extra aspects aren't normally in here because there's some expansions to Thaumcraft in here. Add some extra. I need to connect these symbols using pretty much any means necessary. Order incognito, census ratio. And I need to connect them in any order I do wish to do so, but as long as they're all connected to one another. Now, for example, Incognito is made up of Ignis and Spiritus. So I can go straight to Ignis, and it gives me a connection. Connection between those 2 points, how you can tell your research is going well. Now, when it finishes, see it here in a second. I'll go ahead and burn through it now. Precantatio, Potentia, Vacuum. So I need something it's either what makes it, so it's Potentia or Vacuous, or something that includes Precantatio in it. Next, Vitium. There's a couple of other things as well that have Precantatio in them. Or off the top. There we go. We got that. Precantatio is Aurum, and Aurum contains air. That Lux contains air and Ignis, and thus I've formed a connection between things. That's one chain between Initio and Now I need to census order. Census made from air and Spiritus. Spiritus from life, death. Now, connected those two, the census. Now I need to connect both of these chains together. What has air and the connection between air to Motus, Motus to order? That's it. See, now here, used up my last order point. Can't use that if it's grayed out. I can make more of them by combining two elements down here in the bottom here. But just need something to connect these two. Now, no order Motus is pointless. Just pissed. What? Those items all composed of different elements. Neum is water and Dito, and Pestis air and water, giving me a completed research. This is what they look like when they're completed, so they're very, very... Right click on them, bam, research completed. Manual, and it... That's the second mastery. Now when you find it in here and you see how it's got that swirling pattern around it, that's how you know a research... Worry about 50% chance to gain that research point. Yay! That's ability to shift click, create an aspect if there's any available components to create it. That's nice. A lot of people forget about that bit when they're doing it. Go through and they'll manually put them together. But get this, you shift click it, make it for you. Very handy. Research duplication. Now this was the only way you could share research before you had the Tome of Knowledge sharing. The modified item from different set. Now, I do happen to have other research here on me that's also early. Now, unfortunately, due to setup I have currently, I can't see any of my Twitch users, can't see my Twitch chat. I'd like to find out if anybody wants to watch me do this, but right now I don't have the ability to check that. OBS, which does not have live Twitch integration, means I only have people here on the server with me. Jeep Guy and Tolus. They are upstairs. Minecraft channel and on a streaming channel. Oh well. I'm going to go ahead and do these on anyway, just because I like to show a little bit more of the process that you go through. The biggest part of this, you have to strain your brain to try and find ways to connect these to each other. Simplest way is to look at what makes an element connect that way. finding common elements to and through, combined by, like from fulcrum to. You do enough of this research, you start to memorize like connections, what's connected. And the more you do it, the more you kind of get a feel for this minigame. I like this minigame a lot. It's a very interesting system that I find very rewarding. One of the more rewarding mods in here is this system where you have the research, you have aspects, you have the thermometer where you have to go and discover all of the aspects, and this helps you turn with the research. Very good system he has going here. Quite enjoy it. Forum, air, and void. Go. And Census. Spiritus. Bit of a zigzag there, not as efficient as it could have been, but I'm using what I have the most of: Lux, Ignis, Air. These elements that you see I have quite a bit of. Simply from running around scanning all the things. Now, there are certain things you can scan that will give you more research information. For instance, there's a lot of mods add machinery or compatible blocks that are with simple enough recipes that Thaumcraft can look at those blocks and see the component materials that they're made out of, or that those blocks are purposefully compatible with Thaumcraft, so that they give you research points. Some of those machines from the other mods, I just was visiting at the other guys on the server's bases and whipped out a thermometer and started scanning all the things, which is one of the ways you can get a crap ton of research points really, really fast, is by, hey, I just want to look around and take a tour and walk around and scan someone else's material. Now, one of the things that's also really, really handy for Thaumcraft research, materials you get during a lot of the Thaumcraft crafting process. The iron wand caps, wand cores, golem parts, golems themselves, a lot of the machinery you can build using Thaumcraft, which we'll get to later. I'm going to be building an infernal furnace in a little while because those things are so handy. A lot of those pieces, parts you get from researching Thaumcraft equipment, all Thaumcraft research, by scanning those, you'll get even more points to use in Thaumcraft research. So it kind of snowballs. You let yourself build up after time. You're supposed to take this as a step-by-step. You're not supposed to catapult through it all at once and unlock everything. Baby steps. You unlock a couple of things, you build them, you research those things, you scan them, you better understand Thaumcraft as a whole, you learn what has what aspects, so that when you go, I need some air. What has the air element? Well, I can just chuck some feathers in a deconstruction table to get some more air, or if I need to make something air in a cauldron, which I have boiling behind me, I would know if I want air, I can just throw it in a cauldron. Throw some feathers in a cauldron to get some air element. But things like Ignis, other things to do various operations within Thaumcraft's energy systems within their making Nitor uses up a lot of coal and torches, Lux and Ignis and Entia, get these different processes completed. And learning that, having the step-by-step kind of baby step system eases you into learning the aspects and learning how many of them you'll need to do certain things or more of. Really quite an interesting process. up. Preserver. Let's find out what that does. You now have better control over the amount of V's you draw from nodes. You will always leave at least one V's for each aspect in the node unless you are sneaking. More on this level of control is not possible. Wands crafted from normal wood, iron. Okay, so I might want to use something else. That would. Well, that's a 15-minute episode, and I will see you all next time. And that after the chop. Hello, hello. We are continuing our node research, our magical research into Thaumcraft. Now, I have one more node that I want to do on stream here, and that is master node tapping. All of the research I've done so far is essential core research. Really should complete because it makes your life as a thaumaturge so much easier, especially early on. You don't have a powerful node set up or powerful nodes available, and you have only a few local area that you're trying not to destroy. Being able to take as much V's from a node as you intend without blowing them up is a good thing, because early on those nodes mean the world to research. You need them to stay intact, and that's just all there is. Them to stay in one piece so you can keep using. Now, as I've said before, there's a number of these aspects, and some of them are more advanced aspects that come from certain things. Some of them are only available in the table by creating one to the other. Like Aurum, I actually don't have anything that has Aurum on it at the moment. I had to make it from using Precantatio and Air. It was just bumbling around with aspects until I discovered what I was looking for. Now, that's not the most ideal way to discover aspects, because the best way is actually just to find them out in the world by scanning things. That nets you aspects points without depleting your core aspects. That just means a lot of just need to be careful with how you use them. So you can use things done efficient way. Like you can see, I've connected Aurum to Precantatio. I've played through Thaumcraft Research a couple of times on a variety of different public servers. So I've done early research a couple of times. So connecting Precantatio to Aurum is something that kind of you'll pick up over time, and it'll make sense eventually. I was doing that out of rote, and I need air, not fire. Thinking of Lux. Okay, fire or air? Fire, because I have so much. Not actually involved in what I was doing. Anyway. Now, another thing is, also in the book, there are unlocked research. Unlock the research by directly spending the research points you have in the table. That's the easy research, I believe it's called. The setting that is. You just unlock the research by spending the research directly. That is a common way. There are a lot of servers that run that. The research makes things more streamlined. I do like having the research table have the research be more minigame based. I like that a lot. Playing on a server that does it that way. Anyway. And today's drink is coffee at home. Smart way to have coffee. Yes, it is rather late at drinking coffee, but hey. Enjoy what I enjoy. Now you see, I think I remember something about the glowing symbols here being an extra point of that element, that aspect that I spend. Not one that I actually picked up somewhere. It's one that's been provided to me by these books above my character here. There are certain things that when placed around your research table will sometimes provide research points to it. Now, I was told that books provided a bonus. It's pretty random. And so I was like, I actually want to hold on to that, because if I can get something that's adding a bunch of different points to different aspects, it's going to be more useful to me than placing a bunch of a single kind of thing. Therefore, them out of the most part. I'm going to use the same chain again. Don't have much. Not quite enough room to get everything to connect. Wild Nova has appeared. It used Chatterbox. Well, explain a lot. Now I just need to connect to permutation. Here's a challenge. I've only got one ordo point. I need to use it to connect directly to permutation. Now, since I've been using void points fairly often, I know that they connect to air. This void and air connect to the points I connect to. There, and it connects to everything. Voila, connection complete. Mastered node tapping. Yay! Hallelujah. Here I'm almost out of ink. Time to get some more. Combine these two things. Bam! More ink. Yay! Got plenty of paper on me. Ooh, node in a jar. Now this research is important. If you're gonna start using nodes and start moving them around Thaumcraft way, you really want to use a node. Jarring a node, it functional so that you can use it later, and will make it much, much easier to charge your wand if you can move these nodes around. It just makes everything easier. Now, in addition to that, there are a number of other points of research that are worth noting. Like, I haven't unlocked anything else, but some of the basic equipment, like I haven't built any of these wand focus yet, and I'm going to be doing that while focus pouch is very useful. Some of those. Now, but unfortunately, before I'm going to do any of that, it's time for me to start building a computer. Because my inventories are filling up all over my city here. As you can see, I have done a little bit of tear down, trying to make way for the renovations for this city. Fortunately, due to server being on all the time, and this being part of the spawn-loaded area, because it's not too far away from spawn, it is always loaded, so all of the villagers that were here have died horribly. That is totally my fault. If I hadn't loaded this area, if I hadn't been flying around here, zombies wouldn't have found it. Monsters wouldn't have found their way in here. Destroyed the entire city of people. See? So wherever I go, destruction everywhere. Now, I have done some renovations, some minor reconstruction. That's going to continue over the next few days as I continue to build and renovate and modernize, as it were, preparation for the coming war. Now, this is only a temporary location, so I'm not going to try and get too attached to this place, because I do plan on taking on that castle over there. But that is going to require me getting to a good point in Thaumcraft where I can do some nice large-scale mining, some nice golem control, I think I'm gonna invade using a combination of golems set to guard, as well as maybe some NPCs from the Ancient Warfare mod. And I'll flat out invade castle over there and take it over. Now, this is the area where I'm going to be putting my computer, all of its accoutrement, all of its bits and pieces. I'll be putting the first few sets of power generation I whip up down here. That'll be quite the project. Wow. As you can see, I've used chisel to kind of beautify some of this. Red stained glass wasn't too hard to make pretty easy to make once you have some dyes. Green, being in the desert, is really easy from cactus. Everywhere. Anyway, other than that, eventually, houses for that. This is a mod I've not used at all before. The guys on the server swear by it that it's the best mod in the world. Well, maybe not the best, but one of the best. Getting resources quickly and for pretty much indefinitely. It seems kind of cool to me. But I'm trying to stick with the Thaumcraft way of getting and doing things. One of the things I'm going to do next, I need to find a place somewhere in recipe information. An infernal furnace. This is what I needed. Now, I should have everything I need to make this. I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 11 obsidian, 9 nether. I think I have enough resources with me. 5 nether. A little bit more. See, I used the server portal to go to the nether and grab some nether rack, which I bricks. Keep some netherrack on hand, just in variety. That's more iron ready. So much stuff. So much food. Soul sand. Another ender sword that's completely undamaged. There's a steel broadsword. Probably perhaps some nether quartz. That amplify crap out of it. That might. Project Red Core is handy, but I'm not using it at the moment. Graphene. Someday I will probably use Big Reactor Tech, but now I'm sticking with Thaumcraft and it's dated. One of the cardboard boxes. Now there is an issue moment with Mekanism, as its cardboard boxes are able to contain any tile entity and move it. Now that includes apparently nodes for Thaumcraft. There are apparently a number of ways in which to relocate Thaumcraft nodes without using the node tapping method. One of them is the Blood Magic Teleposers, well-known one. Mekanism's cardboard boxes. There's the creative nodes can be placed in and picked up by the drawbridge from Tinker's Construct. The drawbridges can place and remove creatively placed nodes. You could, in theory, using a few creative nodes and a drawbridge, create a never-ending stream of quote-unquote new nodes. Since every time it picks it up and places it down, the node counts as a new node. That's just a little bit of, glitchy information that I thought would be worth knowing about. It's worth telling people. Anyway. Other than that, mainly I know this from previous servers where I was doing a lot of Thaumcraft mechanics-based research and its interaction with other mods. You know of any other way to move Thaumcraft nodes, let me know in the comments below, or hit me up here in the Twitch chat. I am planning on switching recording methods sometime in the near future to possibly one of the other recording methods that allows me to do Twitch interaction, which is the point of Twitch. Basically, what I'm using Twitch for right now is basically to record my material and get it up into the cloud, and then I can upload and edit it from there to YouTube. Which is not the most efficient way in the world to be doing this. But other than that, there's a lot of things I should be doing soon that are going to be changing some of the way I do things, some of the way I get things done. Going to be changing just that I know having Twitch integration or Twitch broadcasting on Twitch is kind of pointless if I don't interact with the Twitch crowd. So I'm going to be using new software and it should allow me to actually. I'm going to need a bucket of lava to make this work. Where did I put it? Oh yeah, in case you haven't noticed, yeah, we demolished a couple of houses. I went and did a lot of mining. I've actually borrowed more steel to repair that. As you can see, the shovel I haven't repaired yet, but I had to borrow some more steel to repair this steel pickaxe. I did pay for it in raw iron, but yeah, things have gone forward, and it's definitely a long ways to go before I'm done with all. And if you can hear that in the background, traded for a wisp spawner. And I placed it over here in this building until I'm ready for it, because wisps are one of the best sources for aurum and other aspects, because basically if you kill them, you feed the drops from them into a alchemical furnace. You get a lot of different aspects in large quantities along with aurum. And aurum is normally the hardest one to get, but having a wisp spawner that feeds into your alchemical furnaces just makes it so much more efficient to get these different aspects, because you can feed the drops into a computer and then you can have them feed into the furnaces as needed, or you can just have them feed straight into a bunch of furnaces with the drops so that you get everything in nigh on unlimited amounts. One of the problems with that method, though, is that they will tend to back up in your furnace. So you'll end up getting one type of drop full up in your furnaces, sucks everything out of the box source, and all you get is that type of aspect. Anyway. I don't know where my buckets have gone. I can't find them. Oh, well, I have plenty of iron from that wonderful mining I did. Just this. I am actually going to put that diamond away. One of my plans, once this is finished, is I am going to make a vanilla enchanting table. That's right. So I can make more paper, make some books, make myself a vanilla enchanting table, and be able to enchant my gear and make some enchanted books and start being delve into that kind of machinery. Oh, that's right. There's my gold. Need to grind that. be doing that later. Applied Energistics 2 is where I'm going to be building it. Just going to go grab some lava, and I should be ready to build this infernal furnace. Yeah, these lava pools spawning on the surface are so handy. Oh, also, thanks to Jeep Guy for providing the Ancient Warfare gate. These things are amazing. I love them to death. Splitting gate. Now, since it's a 5-wide gate, it splits on the third block. And it doesn't split in the middle of the block, it splits on the edge of the block. Now, that makes sense. If I had made this an even number wide, it would have been perfect. But as it is, it kind of looks a little funny. It doesn't split in the middle. It splits the side of the middle. It's fine. It's just an aesthetics. But, it works. What are those gates? And as you can see, it is connected to redstone, as all the are. Where should I build this? I know the computer's going to be over here. If the computer's going to be over here, where am I going to have my furnace? I've got my smelting shack over here, which is just a bunch of furnaces all lined up. Maybe I should have it over here near the storage, but no, that won't be mass storage for long, because as soon as I get a computer up and running, that's all going to turn into something else. Actually, you know what? I am thinking that I should perhaps just build it right here, right over here. I'll build a structure around it as needed. It's going to be a big open-air furnace. Now, how do I build this again? Infernal furnace. Base of nether brick in the corners and obsidian in the middle and the plus. Take the obsidian and 1, 2, 3. And in case you're wondering why I'm building it away from the edges, is that one of the ways that you pipe stuff in and out of it is the holes in the sides. I have seen this before. Next level is what? Next level is iron bars, the brick, obsidian, and lava. Bars, obsidian, lava. Iron bars, more nether brick, or obsidian, more nether brick. As you see, I'm running out of that. Try and grab more nether bricks. That smelts up. We'll do that. Next bit of research here is this arcane bellows, and I don't have enough Motus. I believe that is Motus, right? Motus, yeah. Enough Motus to buy the next bit of research. Ooh, I've unlocked the node stabilizer. That will be handy in a while. For Alex. That's handy. Making that is really useful. Oh, okay. I suppose the next thing I should do, start to make jars, slabs, and glass pane. Whoop. This is one of those warp effects I was talking about. It's not so violent, pretty. Oh my god. There it is. Vanilla crafting deck. Oh, that's right. It's in our main bench. Here. since I'm going to be going straight to computers, all of my Essentia need only a couple of jars because I'm going to be going straight for computerized Essentia. Because that's just so much easier to handle, so much easier to use. It's not that complicated. You can just get it done, get it in the computer. You don't have to worry about, oh, there's a leftover bit in the jar, so it won't do anything else, or worry about suction and pipes. And the pipes, if you have Thaumcraft alone or you don't have Thaumic Energist, the pipes are a valid system to use. They're a bit finicky, but they are a valid system. I hear plenty of people going, oh, I hate the pipes, they never work properly. And so they do work properly, you just have to understand that they work on an exclusive basis. If you have suction that is greater than any other suction applied on the line that's typed, it will override untyped suction. Like, let's say you have a jar that's full of something specific. Have an empty jar. The jar that's full of something specific will override the untyped suction and be attempting to pull its type of Essentia through the piping, which will prevent the untyped jar from getting anything other than the same thing that that other jar has. It will pull on Essentia that's already coming down the line towards that typed Essentia jar, and it will be, I can only get, let's for instance say air. Let's say you have an empty jar and an air jar behind a valve. You open that valve, that line from that valve onward will be pulling for air. Anything later on the line won't matter because the strongest suction, closest jar to the valve, is the air jar. And it will have the strongest suction, and it will pull air into that line. Now, with air Essentia in that pipeline, empty jar will pull some of that air Essentia into itself, typing itself. So then it will become another jar of air Essentia. This is how a lot of people go, I wish it would, wait and take that other type of Essentia after it was done sucking up air. Well, that's what the valves are for. So you set up the intricate system of networked valves so you can turn the suction for various jars on and off. Using a grid pattern and your wand intelligently, you can pipe Essentia pretty much anywhere you need to go using both the valve system and the ability to connect and disconnect the different pipes to each other. I will say, I've been ranting for the past few minutes about how it's a valid system, but it's also a pain in the butt. You have so many materials you have to make before you can get anywhere near efficient. So I'm going to be skipping all of that and jumping straight to the Thaumic Energist Essentia. But to do that, I need both Essentia production and computers at the same time, which means I need to be prepping both of these systems at the same time, which is the reason I have Certus Quartz, Fluix Crystals, all of these things in my inventory ready and waiting to be used. As soon as I finish with this furnace here, definitely be time to get on to making my computer. There's more nether brick. If I hop in here for just that should be just enough, I think. Got 4 more, one more layer of nether brick up here. Right, actually put in the lava there. Put in the nether brick here, and here. Put obsidian all around it, and we leave a gap in the middle here. Should be able. Oh, wait. I almost forgot. There is part of this. 50 Ignis and 50 Terra. This wand empty on Terra. 50 Terra are from nodes or such Now, I know there are a couple of nodes. You know what? Next thing I'm actually going to do is going to make some goggles of revealing, because those are necessary. If you want to see nodes without holding a thermometer to your face, you're going to need goggles of revealing, which means I'm going to need a couple of more thermometers, which means I'm going to need all of the gold grindstone. Now, normally, with just Thaumcraft, you would need to go out and mine enough gold to simply make all of these thermometers simply by hand, which would be a bit of a pain in the butt. But later we'll get to mining with Thaumcraft, which is very, very fun. The automated mining solutions of Thaumcraft are very interesting. They're very nice. I like them a lot. Very pretty. Also, they're fairly efficient considering the costs. Come on, in. Put the dust in it. I don't know why putting it through Applied Energistics Grinder is giving me IC2 gold dust. But I'm not going to complain. As long as it works, that's all that matters. A couple more while I'm waiting for that to finish. I'll up some more. Jars away for now. Ink away. Paper away. Oh, and I was considering using the gearbox to power both of them at the time, but it's not really necessary. It's a cool thing that Atomic Energistics adds, but there just isn't enough of the crank-powered equipment to really make it worth it. Like, the crank-powered gear is handy, but it also hits a point where it's kind of not handy. Like, I know there's the crank-powered power generation, I believe, Applied Energy too, but by the time you're using this for even a little while for early ore generation, by the time you've used it even for a little while, you should have enough materials to move on to some more advanced power equipment. Now, I'm just trying to use this just to get the computer up and running. One of the things I do have researched, want to use this Potentia Vibration Chamber. That's going to power my AE2 stuff. I'm going to use Potentia and Essentia power my AE2 system. I'm going to use Thaumcraft to power my computer. This is amazing! Because Atomic Energistics, I didn't even know that was there for the longest time, and I looked at it and went, a vibration chamber powered by Essentia? That just makes way too much sense for me. Now, I know as soon as I get research finished, I'm going to switch from the Angel Ring to the Thermostatic Girdle, because I am preferring to do everything I can through Thaumcraft. As much as I can, anyway. The Thermostatic Girdle is pretty handy. It's a light method provided by Thaumcraft, which is very nice. I think this should be enough to make 2 more. Should have shards somewhere. It's probably up here in the storage area. There's some shards. I can see. If I remember correctly, 2 there. Paint. Okay. One.
User joined your channel.
Hello? Oh,
Hello?
hey, Jeep.
So how's your research coming along?
Research has been completed. And
Good.
right now I am making a pair of goggles so that I can
Nice.
see aura nodes without having to hold a thermometer to my face.
That's a good thing. That's why I like this draconic armor I've gotten to, because it incorporates that ability.
See the golem answers bell in the hunt. Oh, poop, I've done it again. Never quite know how I do that.
What'd you do?
I've entered highlighted mode in NEI.
Oh,
can never remember.
double click on the search bar.
There we go. Never quite remember how to get out of it when it happens. It doesn't happen very often. When it does, it's like, oh, poop, how do I get out of this?
I had that issue for the longest time, and then I finally got it in my head how to fix that when that happens.
Alright. I remember that I need leather for the goggles. Just look at my common find the goggles. I unlocked the research for that. Artifice. Goggles of revealing. I need 2 gold, 4 leather, 2 thermometer, 5 of each aspect. 5 and 3 of some. So, I need to go murder some cows. Cow murder! Martyr, depending on how you look at it. That is the ocean. You know cows that way. I'll find no floating cows. Could be really mean and go fly over to Tolus's base and murder the cows hiding in his walls. He seems to care for them for some reason.
He's more likely to kill you if you did that.
He's got, yeah, I don't know what his thing is with having the cows in his walls, but there's a thing about that. What on earth is this?
What?
I'm just flying past a village here, and it's got a house with... What is it, dimensional blank block?
Oh, that's the
Dimensional cross 2 block? Sorry, what? RF tools?
That's for RF tools.
What is this place? I don't want those. I'm not using Minecraft. I need moo cows. We won't find desert. Cows. Lots of dryads, lots of monsters. Let's try taking a look at spawn. Flying around here since stuff is always loaded. Ready to roll. Maybe some fair cows floating around. Variety of purpose. I'm seeing a very distorted village, but no cows. Why you no cow? Spider!
Because they know you're looking and that you're hungry.
Come here, Mr. Moo. It's time to moo your last moo. Sheep! Must murder the sheep. Okay, one more sheep and I'll have enough for a bed. Legit strats bed. Yay!
There's
Yay!
also a sleeping bag item you can use.
Ooh, that'll be. Ah, I found one of the apple milk and tea bars or picnic establishments, I guess. Bookshelf. Totally. Actually, I can't steal that because it'll blow up into books. No point in stealing. Chest. Mouse. Oh! This actually looks like it actually belongs to someone.
What?
There is a ladder that leads partially down mine shaft that leads all the way, almost all the way to bedrock, lit with torches. I think I have found someone's base. Whoops. There's a pair of cauldrons, a chest.
Back up to the top real quick. Look.
I am on Zithersus.
Oh, that's because your Twitch is a little slower than what our station is. That is where Bud started off at.
Ooh, okay, so it is someone's stuff.
Nope, no more. He moved.
Trackman's goggles might be handy later, but not too much use. The moose. Chicken! Chicken! Sheep! Okay. Yay, sheep murder. Enderman! Come here. I can take you. I'm totally unarmored right now, but I can totally take you. I can fly, and you can't. Ow. Okay, skeletons can shoot me, however. I can also lure you into the rain! Silly Enderman. What? Probably shouldn't raw. Cooked pork chops for a reason. I have cooked pork chops for a reason. Come on, Pegasus. Don't need any more piggies. Some moose.
Tolas got left alone in the channel up above.
Tell him to come down here. Tolas, get your butt in here.
User was moved to your channel.
Ah. Ha ha ha. His shiny butt. Tolas. Can I ask a favor?
Yes.
I murder your cows. Or breed them, either way.
Sure.
Before you go there, you should teleport to where I'm at here, Calzone.
Okay.
I've done some stabilization for my infusion altar.
Oh. 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 Oh.
This is one of the
1,
tricks that
2,
the Witch
3,
Kid
4,
showed me.
5, 6 layers of mixed crystal clusters. Also, if you remember, did I tell you that if you have crystal clusters and bookshelves and stuff like that within 10 blocks of the research table, that adds to your research?
Yep.
Okay, good.
So there's a hole
This
out
stuff.
here, so you'll see that. Look in the ceiling. Yeah, right there. You'll see that there aren't any crystals or anything up above, because all of the stabilization is done underneath.
Nice. What's with the salt?
That's Polis is doing.
Oh. Poking the altar with stuff. Ooh. Yeah. Yeah, I would say that looks very cool. Alright. Time for Patolis. Patolis, a purple zombie man. Or purple zombie dwarf? What kind of armor are you wearing anyway?
I'm wearing magical crop armor.
Oh, cool. I neglected to remember something.
What?
I don't have any weed on me. I'll be back. Ah, no, not here again. Ah, wrong button.
You've been busy again there, Mr. Peachy.
Oh yeah, I'll show you his stuff off on stream here in a bit. That's cool build he's got going there. Very, very dwarfy. Would bring a tear to Simon's dwarfy eye. Leather, oh leather. Why couldn't you be pleather? I must defend myself from this foul wheat. No room in my inventory. Ah, this is why I need a computer. Stuff everywhere. Stuff, things. Put the coal away. Put the stone, the silver, glass, this, bars, bucket. More iron, cardboard box, chicken, raw mutton. Wool for later. Okay. Some wheat. Ooh, cow. So inadvertently gathered a crap ton of seeds from that. E to T. Teleporting. Ta-da! This is only the start of it, too. I have assurances far grander. Yes. Look at this stuff. All this stuff inside, eventually. Entrance. Here. Looking bridge. Scary lava. Thankfully,
I don't think you've actually explored on my place while streaming.
A couple of times, I think. I haven't explained anything around. And
Yeah.
oh wow!
Yeah, it's...
Shadow. Later. Topaz. All covers. Anyway, yeah, that's fine. Now, Taurus, once again, may I breed your cow? They are cliff cows that cannot move. If I try to breed them, one of them will walk towards the other and fall to its death. Anyone else happen to cows?
No.
I can find some chicken. I have a cow here, but I need many
If you
cows.
want some raw beef, I've got 312 in my AE system.
Not the beef that I need, it's the leather. I only need
How much
4.
leather I have?
4 leather.
260 leather.
Oh, no.
You want to borrow some? You can.
Ah! That was poor timing. Tolas teleported me to himself, and I pushed the cow off the edge by merely existing. I got my 4 leather, though. How about I promise to help you wrangle cows later, Tolas?
Yeah, there's 3 more out here.
Where? Have invisible cows? Cow senses? One up here.
And there's one on the other side of the hills.
Who'd have thought? Cows rare. Yeah, I should probably remove those death counts. Died in several places. I should make a statement that I am almost never perfect. No. I have a tendency to die a lot. Like, a lot. I try not to. It just happens. Those things I can't do anything. Powerful I get in these games, I always end up dies like all the time. Kilometers. That one insufficient. Everything. Crafting else. 5. Fine. Small. Normal. Era. Finish the furnace. I have my Ignis and my Terra. Bam! Infernal Furnace. Image is broken. Might be able to know this. Bellows. Bellows are supposed to increase efficiency. Oh, I have extra a little bit too soon. Hard and a thermometer. find that. May. Used to get more table.
User joined your channel.
What is up,
Hello,
brethren?
hello. A lot is up. I'm trying to build a pair of goggles filling and a construction. Just finished an infernal furnace.
A lot has been happening.
Believe
I guess I am slightly behind.
Arrow is calling you through the console.
Yeah, I see that.
Polis, I believe, is on his imitation of Mines of Moria, progressing along very, very nicely.
Oh, sorry I am late. I had a football game.
There. Those goggles. Next bit. Hungry check. Similar combination. Infernal furnace. Finishes smelting. Spits the result out its evil little face out the front there. Want something that can pick up items on the ground. Hungry chest will consume any item dropped on it, which if you put the chest in front of the hungry chest in front of all the items it spits out should land on top of the hungry chest. Point. I'm on old sweat. Lots of flowers. Bad thing. Horrible. Terribleness. Not fun. He notes. Pass up right here. There on. Ah. Let's find a to wander around and find one. That's the only thing there is to it. Have to wander around, find an area.
Which one?
Node with the air aspect. Stuck up at least for 5.
There were a couple that I found in the desert where the server is. I don't remember exactly where, though.
Well, let's try that. To spawn. Exactly Superman with a pair of binoculars strapped to it. node. Points to this here, which worry about trapping those later. Refill the wand. I think it takes 75 aspect in a wand. Trap it.
Do what? To craft what?
When you trap a node, when you bottle one, using Thaumcraft's method for moving nodes.
Yeah, but that requires you to advance to the Silverwood core.
Yeah. Which is possible.
Yeah, but that is you're going to have to get your infusion altar up before you do that.
Yeah. Gonka that castle. Don't mind doing it. That's order. Air points. Those goggles. Was some air on there. 6 points. I'm going to try and find one more. I have some air points. Crafting. Aha!
Oh, I've got a node right off my dock that has 17 air in it.
Weird. I won't let it scan this. Normally, you're supposed to be able to scan the Sinister Node inside these totems. There we go. They can't charge from it because it's all advanced aspect. This is one of the villages added by the Ancient Warfare mod.
Is it all flat and level?
Yeah. It is rapidly being consumed by zombies. Not have flown here in the night. They're all dead because of me. Most of them. Yeah, they're all dead. There are only like 3 villagers left and they're all gone. Dang it. Pay attention.
Carry the curse of death on you.
I knew slaying those dryads was a bad idea. Don't trust a witch, man. Kill you every time. I mean, curse you every time. see no why I want the goggles. Actually, stuffing my face with the thermometer. Another sinister node. Stand on top of this tower. For no points. Actually, I need to harvest these, don't I? Because you need them for the osmotic enchanter, right?
I believe you use totems for the osmotic enchanter, but I haven't actually played around with it enough to be positive.
Ah. Daylight comes, you will burn, zombie. Piles of zombie flesh. Ugh.
Going to go AFK for a bit.
Alrighty. All the things. Scanning, scanning, scanning. Four nodes. Be worthless. Found another village. Ah, I do see one. Aha! I'm here, node. I shall scan you. At some point. Better than none. Enough to be worth going home. Damn. Oh. Fly back over to the village. Alright, in a short little bit, finish plumbing up Infernal Furnace, chests and the like, do a bit of research to get the hungry chest, see what it'll take to make one of those. Go from making computers very next plumbed up. Beef. Production.
Having a little bit of problems, Tolis?
Hey! Goggles of revealing. Bam!
That's normal.
X8 Thaumcraft goggles, man. You see why Duncan doesn't wear them? Because if he was to be wearing the Thaumcraft goggles, he'd be wearing goggles on top of wearing goggles. It's kind of pointless. Poor Duncan. Somewhere. Yes. Iron. Rest of my iron. I assume I'll find it eventually. Now, make actually, no, I need a dispenser, don't I? Proper. Oh, some redstone. Cobblestone. Hearing what sounds like fireworks. Someone's having a good night. Really no pre-made sticks anywhere. This is where Project Red comes in handy because I set a timer. Somewhere. There we are. Cathode plates. Circuit plate, sorry. Circuit plate. It's away for now. Two anodes. Smooth stone. Yeah, so I do need some smooth stone. Timer complete. Complex redstone circuit all in one square. Hey! I could have done it by the Bibliocraft block. I believe there's another different way to do it through a couple of other mods as well. Redstone tick. Now the dispenser will pop. About whatever. minute. A few seconds. Oh, now. Chest. Hello. Why are you not working? Okay. That's disturbing. Okay, it won't let me place the hopper on top of the Spencer. Oh well. I'll deal without. Or default chest. There. That works, but only mostly. Try dumping it anymore. Have any native cluster? I think I only get those if I mine it standard way with like thaumium tools or something. Alright, now I'm just picking up. Yay! Hey, with any luck, that will burn through everything, process bars and nuggets. Andy. Okay, so next, finally, is computers. Now, for this, I am going to need to shoot over to good friend Deeps, because while I have the facility to charge some basic, which is how I have some of this equipment, he has a far better process for all of that. Oh. Bleep silicone. Make printed
I have
silicone.
some raw silicone if you need that.
I think I need to process sand to get the silicone, correct?
Correct.
I can get it. Have to use Ender IO silicone?
Negative. You can use sand and polarizer.
Right. Okie dokie. So I am going to need power. Coal. Glass, iron, and tin gear. What? Tin run. Dark It's Apparently I don't have any tin. I will remedy this momentarily.
Alright, I'm back.
Welcome back, Jeep.
Welcome back, Jeep.
What? You've returned? You're gone? Why did you leave? Jeep! 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 Did you catch the reference? Was that too subtle?
No. Go for the pawn impression.
No. I was too subtle. Metal Gear Solid. Whenever you would die, I believe it was whoever you were last talking to on the radio would be like, "No, Snake, Snake, Snake."
Actually, I never played it.
Hate her. I'm for tin. I actually need to go mining for tin. Tin. Finish. Hold. Yeah, all done. Nuggets. Yeah.
Okay, Poppy,
Yes, sir.
do /PTT enter. And then try using your Ender Sword after you've done so, and see if it still comes up with that message.
We had to get rid of my Ender Sword, remember? For the restart.
Oh, yeah. It's gone. Right.
Pop over to my place. I should have one in a chest up here.
Alrighty.
Okay, so the tin will process soon.
Tolis, how are you doing with roads? Tolis,
Yes.
how are you doing these rows? Oh, it was like a wand or something.
Yeah, it's a builder's wand.
I may have to invest in one of those.
Are worth your time. Reminds me, I've got experience bushes to plant. Where? Nowhere. Plant them in the new base later. Whoa, excuse me. Hacking myself to death. Yeah, I just didn't process. Make a pulverizer and from there. Silicone! Oh.
That draconic chest holds quite a bit, doesn't it?
Yes, it does.
Those things are so OP. The whole mod, Conic mod, is totally, like, overpowered. It does all the things extremely well, all of the time. And then it does them even better just because it can.
Yeah, in some ways, I kind of like how that works. But I try not to abuse it, though.
Like, standard draconic gear is pretty damn good. The best stuff is better than just about anything in the game. Holy crap! Hard pressed to find mods that give you more power than.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay. have tin now. Should be tin here. Needful. Okay. Iron machine frame. Piston copper. Start with piston. Nope.
How would one go about powering the assembly table?
With redstone flux.
Are you talking about the Buildcraft assembly table?
Yeah, the Buildcraft silicone assembly table.
That requires a laser. Buildcraft.
Yay, more things to build.
Frankly, I'm always happy. Means more stuff to do.
Not seeing anything about a laser when I look it up.
I'm sure you'll find it. It's in there. Pulverizer completed.
There's a bunch of engines, but no lasers.
Item number 1330.
Thank you.
It's in there. Yeah. Actually, if you look in any eye under BC, it's right next to the assembly table.
I was being a noob and I spelled laser wrong.
Gotcha.
It happens. Okay. Quartz glass. Fake. By the power of quartz glass combined. 2 of those. Ah. Vibration. Standard. Vibration chamber applied energy 62. Yay. Vibration chamber, fusion core, and a warded jar. Oh. Have the resources for that right now? I do.
But I just put the laser on top.
Above. Anywhere facing. Anywhere within 3 blocks or 4 blocks facing towards the table.
Actually, I've had them as far as 5 blocks away. And you can, as long as they can reach the table, it will go in just about any direction. Because I used to make I can't even say the word. Cylinder rooms that would go down underground, and I'd put the assemblers onto the ME system with import buses to autocraft it.
How is the laser powered?
RF. Redstone flux. Any source.
So I'm assuming the cables and stuff like that don't work for it.
Huh?
Like the low voltage cables and stuff.
Not as far as I know.
Yes, the Ender IO energy cables will connect.
Poop. Oh, I'm glad I built a vibration chamber, but it's not what I need. I just made the wrong again. Finding something else. Mixed redstone flux. Perhaps. Question. No. Gas. Stirling generator. Basic gears, a piston, and a furnace. By bricks of some kind. That works. That will work perfectly. For my furnace. Piston. Piston. Furnace. piston. Dang it. Bricks. Furnace. Piston. Bricks? No. Basic. Stone gear. Aha! Starling generator. Yay! Ooh. Yay! Now I have silicon. This will take a while. Luckily, I have plenty of. Wait, Deep, what are they talking about? Test subject?
So, we're trying to get one of the plugins to work, which it has nothing to do with you guys because that's not going to take effect until tomorrow.
Oh, well, probably. I didn't. Considering I need to make cable it. Make devices. Probably.
Jeep, I think the immersive engineering mod might be tweaking out.
Why do you say that?
I'm trying to connect my my high voltage wire, and it's not letting me.
1 minute.
Do I need to have high voltage wire connectors too?
Yes. High voltage wire can only connect.
That's not going to connect to medium voltage.
Alright.
Oh wait, no, that's medium volt. Hang on a second, that's medium. What do you have for wire?
High voltage wire
That
clip.
won't work. High voltage goes to high voltage. Medium is the electrum. So don't break that. Don't. You need to get electrum wire.
Alrighty.
Alright,
I've got one extra spool on me. Put it up there.
now that I have collected a sizable supply of pieces, I will be bringing these chunks with me, deep space, where I will hopefully be able to turn them into usable computer components.
Are you getting the same error I was, Jeep?
At this point, I am going to go off stream and call it a night. I will build a computer, and next time we come back, we will have centralized computer storage, and I will work on powering it via Essentia. Now, tomorrow's goal, powering our computer network, Essentia, being burned and processed downstairs. That's why I have so much space down here cleared out, is because our first alchemical furnaces are down here, burning coal, turning it into potentia and ignis, to put into our Essentia vibration chamber to power the computer.
I see what's going on.
So, that, I'm signing off for the night. Luck. See everyone tomorrow.